I could still 100% be on the board of brain tumor leading to death, and this is all just in his head.
Could be.
If not for the fact
still
that we
have time
get those the other ladies doing stuff.
Yeah.
Unless they don't exist. The whole world of the show is just in his head. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are back with another episode of Le Portrait de Petite Cossette. I think I added an extra "la" in there, actually. Once again, thank you to Henry for sponsoring this as we approach the final episode. I have to say ahead of time, I did something I said I wouldn't do.
Huh?
I made a board.
Oh.
Well, because last episode was a bit more coherent than the first episode. So, in anticipation that the third episode might be even more coherent still, I tried to do my best to make a character relationship board to the best of my knowledge. Obviously, you put in here where you think I may have forgotten something or connection should be.
I don't know.
Obviously, there's no board changelog because this is the first of the board.
Yeah. Is this is the final episode or second to last episode?
It's final episode. There's 3 episodes.
All 3 episodes.
We've watched 2.
Half an hour. So this is basically movie length, practically. Could have been one movie, babe.
Oh, you mean if you put it all together?
Yeah.
I'd say half an hour is not a movie.
Yeah, 130 minutes. 130, 35 minutes, yeah.
I think 90 minutes is the minimum to be considered a movie.
Sorry. Again, I almost said last night working more on the maps that I was working on, which has nothing to do with this video, but that's why I'm being a bit sleepy.
That's right, everyone. Lessons as a cartographer.
Not really. I'm just working on Incarnate for tabletop RPG maps.
That's what I say. You gave no context. You said I was working on maps. Because, you know, Lessons is streaming from his boat off the shores of an unknown island.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get those aircraft victims off the island at some point.
Yeah.
Lessons streaming live to you from Purgatory.
Are we all stuck in Purgatory?
I mean, maybe.
Most people. Yeah.
Purgatory is the waiting area between heaven and hell, so what is Earth but...
Well, according to Dante, it's where you cleanse your sins going up the divine mountain, but that's
is it not also where unbaptized babies go?
Yes. Yes, they're children, and
I'll be honest, I've only my only contact is with the Divine Comedy.
Oh yeah, I mean, but Divine Comedy is Inferno, Purgatorio, and Heaven is Celestia.
Sorry, what I meant to say was Inferno. Dante's Inferno, not the rest. My only, I guess, somewhat tangential contact with the rest would be Incarnations of Immortality, which uses its world building based on Dante's stuff. So, you know, heaven is a place you don't want to go because everything that you like, you can't do there. Warriors, the level for warriors you can't fight, the level for lovers you can't touch. There's nothing. You don't want to go to heaven. And
it's a very bright place.
Thankfully, hell, the people who get accidentally sent to hell that the devil thinks actually belong to heaven, they have a version of heaven in hell where you can do all that stuff, and then when those people actually get free to go back to heaven, or to go to heaven, they don't want to go.
Heaven by design, hell by choice. That's interesting.
Well, in that the God isn't paying attention either. God is in contemplation of how great it is because it's 3 faces looking into each other. It is Gabriel, I think, is running heaven in Incarnations of Immortality on a bet with the devil.
Yeah.
Which side can get more souls by the end? And that's the side that wins.
Work, which is an English poet, and I forgot it because I actually like it a lot. Like it more than Divine Comedy, in fact. I forgot. But basically, the main character is Satan, and all about the war in heaven and all that. But yeah.
Well, maybe you would like For Love of Evil, which is the 6th or 7th book of Incarnations of Mortality. The devil is a Franciscan monk who defeated the devil and became the devil. Well, the thing is, Incarnations of Mortality, the devil has been the bad guy through like 6 books. Each incarnation's like war, death, time, all those things, which are offices held by people. And it turns out the devil is also an office held by a person, and he's been the bad guy in every book. And it turns out, well, he's got his own story, and in his own story, he's not the bad guy. So,
yeah, that's.
But it also turns out, turns out God is also an office that gets taken over by a prostitute. Heart of Gold.
Yeah. I'm thinking. No, it's. Why am I blanking on one of the most epic poems in English literature? Jesus Christ. I feel like a dummy.
Well, I'll continue to fill the space. Piers Anthony is the writer of Incarnations of Mortality. He also writes the Xanth series, which I think I've mentioned in other places. Specifically, I know I mentioned it with a conversation with Ray, because I was telling Ray I'm not a big fan of fantasy. And I was bringing up as the one example of fantasy I did like. And if those of you who might know Xanth, a book every year, sometimes 2 books every year. Xanth is also the landmass is Florida. The map is Florida.
That's interesting.
Well, in one of the books, they actually cross like a mystical barrier and they go into actual Florida. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, Xanth has no relation to Earth or anything like that. It just happens to look like Florida. And then one time, they had to get something on like one of their weird quests. The Xanth stuff has like every book isn't like connected to every other book. Like sometimes one of the characters who went on an adventure in one story, they'll be like, and then their kids are the next book. Like, okay, I guess we're not keeping track of those people anymore.
No. Yeah, I heard about the Xanth series. I never read them.
When I had my gallbladder removed, I had like 36 books on tape. I was laying in bed recovering, and just listened to it that way.
Covered pretty quickly for that. I think it didn't take it more than a week, but
a couple of days. Well, a couple of days to recover from the surgery. Lifetime of bile acid malabsorption. So I don't go anywhere. Look, man, I've bought you as much time as I possibly can. You're either going to figure out this poem or you're not.
No.
By now, you should have been able to like remember the line and Googled it.
Yeah, no. Anyway, not much to say about the board itself.
Like I said, if you're not seeing a line that you think should exist and doesn't, then
no, I don't think so. No,
you're writing off that to your knowledge, this board is completely correct, and you cannot say, "Oh, you were wrong" later, because now you're 100% in on the board.
It could be I don't remember it, which case I
which
can't
is the problem. Which again, because I made this based on memory, so I'm saying that this is to the best of my memory. So if you are now saying there's nothing I see here that needs to be changed, then you're saying also to the best of your memory, this is correct.
Well, they're supposed to be 80s. Also, we don't see 80s 3 friends that keep pestering him that he has a girlfriend. They're not on the board.
Yeah, no, because they're also not listed as characters anywhere that you would look this stuff up on.
And 80s.
I would also argue that they only appear in connection to him once. Like, I think they get shown in the 2nd episode, but that's them talking to each other. Unlike everybody else who has a connection that's meaningful, that would just be 3 guys with a green line to him.
Yeah. Or his uncle, for that matter, but we don't know who. We never seen the uncle either.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. I don't think that matters at all, because he's just a guy who sent him stuff. He is
supposed to be the owner of the shop,
element. Well, he's an inciting element, but I don't think that matters. That's no different. The uncle could be dead, is what I'm saying. The uncle could be one of those horror stories where, my uncle left me this house, and then everyone gets killed in the house. And it's like, the uncle being alive, dead, anywhere, doesn't matter. He is the inciting incident. And this is the pause where Lessons figured out a part of the poem and now is Googling it well after
John Milton's Paradise Lost, of course. Jesus Christ, how could I not remember
Here's
Paradise
the thing.
Lost?
I've literally never read that, but I know the name John Milton, and I've heard Paradise Lost, so...
Because I had word Thomas for some reason was stuck in my head. It's like, no, it's not Thomas. It's Milton. It's a great poem. I love the poem myself, but yeah.
Well, I thought Paradise Lost was a novel.
No, it's an epic poem. So there you have it. Anything else?
I've been waiting for you. I thought you were about to regale us with a poem or something.
No, I wasn't going to start reading Paradise Lost.
I don't know, you just went all quiet. I was like, okay, maybe we're about to get a recital going on.
No, not really.
This is what people don't understand in their back and forth. Like, I was editing, well, literally it's rendering still right now, our last reactions to Macross, where it seems like I just went fucking crazy and rant about the episode. Not the last episode, the episode before last, when they do the big fight scene, and I had my problem with it. Where it seems like I'm just ranting like crazy for a good 30 minutes. And what they don't see, because I edit out the spaces in between, is that I wait like... There you go, that's the noise of it finishing rendering. Is that I edit out the spaces where I sit for like 5 seconds and wait for you to say anything, and you don't say anything, and I'm filling in space where I just keep going. So half an hour of it is you just not answering. It's like, well, man, this is awkward.
I mean, if you're in a roll...
No, it's not a roll. I keep pausing for 5 to 10 seconds where you don't say anything. And it's like, okay, well, I guess I gotta keep going. Because either you are not going to say anything, in which case that's what creates the half an hour rant, or you're clearly waiting to figure something out, and I'm buying you time, and then you never figure anything out. And it's like, I just decide to stop at half an hour.
Yeah. Sometimes many a time my brain does not click. Yeah.
You're Milton Blaine.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, in this, example, in this time, I asked you, give me one example where the Aerial Knights won. And it looks like you do this every so often, and then I don't know if you're even thinking about it anymore. So it's like, I'm buying you time to come up with an example, and then you came up with one, and it didn't work for the argument, and then 15 minutes later, the argument's still going.
It happens.
A lot. That's my point. It happens a lot. I'm not, indicating towards this one thing. I'm just indicating to something that happens a lot. Is that the run times on these videos goes a lot longer because I'm buying you time to think for a thing, when I guess maybe I should just sit in silence and stare at you.
Yeah, that awkward silence.
It would be awkward here in the recording, but for me, it would turn my hour and 40-minute edit into probably an hour and 10-minute edit.
Gotta shave that time. So yeah,
don't have to.
No comments. I mean, this series, this is the final episode. It's been intense. Although, I kind of, ironically enough, missed the weirdness of the first episode.
That's what I was saying. It was intense. And then it became kind of a normal story. Not really, but it became a story that was a lot easier to follow. To the point where I thought, oh, maybe we need a board, because it actually is kind of serious.
Yeah, and it's like, the first episode was like, what in the fuck are you doing with my brain matter? I felt my brain had just melted. And then it's like, second episode, no, it turns out that this is a standard horror murder mystery thing going on.
I mean,
I still don't get how the reincarnated, I guess that's what we talk about. The murderer reincarnated on this guy, and she wants to cleanse herself, free herself from the murder by cleansing him, I guess.
I think she's getting revenge. It's not cleansing, it's revenge. I think.
But then,
I mean, I'm not totally sold on the reincarnated thing, but I understand that it was also something that was said. I think she's just going after somebody who's like him, and not actually a reincarnation thing. But who the hell knows? There's so many angles to this thing. I was about to say, I think they should have probably flipped the episodes. The first episode should have been the second episode. Second episode should have been the third. So you start with something that's tangential to sane, and then go towards insanity.
She goes deeper and deeper, because last episode even had a spiritual battle between her and the priestess, and it was like, which amounted to practically nothing. The priestess just survived but lost.
Well, I will say that when we were watching the episode, I didn't realize that the priestess and the tarot card reader were two different people. I thought it was the same person, just dressed differently.
No, because the tarot killer. That's entirely altogether. The tarot reader is the aunt of one of the characters, so she's like, "Oh yeah, my aunt, wrong. She has."
You're wrong, and you're looking at the board, so you should know you're wrong.
I am.
The doctor is the aunt of the friend that visits him in the shop.
Also, student. Oh, I know what is. I know. I was like, oh, it didn't click. Rich guy and mistress should be dead, as per the first episode.
No,
remember that at the end? Yeah, at the end, that everybody in that house got murdered.
I don't remember this.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on in that first episode. I don't remember this.
The only people I know, pictures and the things, and they have a party, and it's like, murder time. He comes in. Actually, I think he's the one who comes in and murders them all.
Who?
80. 80.
He doesn't kill anybody. Except for, obviously, Cossette in the first episode. Yeah. But that was in his mind or in the cup. I mean, well, we see him relive Marcello's murder scene, but we don't have the context to know that he's just doing what Marcello did in the past.
But yeah, the people in the house would be dead.
I don't think so. Obviously, I'm not going to change the board, not because I disagree with you, but because there's no point. We're in the last episode. So if I were to change the board, it would just be us waiting half a second for me to draw the X's, and then I just disagree with you because I think that would be something that would we would have gotten more focus on from the surrounding characters to Eri. Especially if what you're saying is true, that Eri killed them. There would have been like a fucking cop or something. I don't think you can do that and not introduce a cop character. Hey, you're the last people that we're seeing at this house.
Yeah. Well, they did the delivery, and they started having a party, and the party went sideways, and
I think you're remembering a different show. We never saw a party. Literally, it was the woman who was calling him Papa, and then they were like, okay, we're leaving. And there was no party going on. They left, and we never saw those characters again. Eri never went back there, because the rest of the episode was Eri in the glass. Remember, he looks at the glass, and it was like the whole demon thing, him being tortured, tied to a tree.
Yeah. I don't have the episode anymore. I erased it for,
Yeah, no, I mean, and obviously we're not going to go back and watch it to pick that back up. I'm just saying, I think you're wrong. You think you're right. We're not changing the board. We're not going back. So it is what it is.
So yeah, that's what my recollection. That probably would be the only correction I would make in the board, but too late.
Well, I was leaning more towards like character relationships that maybe I forgot. Like the idea that maybe Tarot Girl had talked to somebody that I don't have her connected to, or the friend had talked to the priestess. Like, I don't remember the priestess showing up anywhere but that fight. But that's only because I thought the priestess was the tarot reader the whole time. It's only when I went to get imagery that I realized, oh, these are two different people.
I also would put like an arrow from the deli worker to from you to 880. It seems to me that she's infatuated with him, perhaps, but he doesn't. He's so completely out of it that he doesn't.
I didn't see register.
That could be my reading of it. Could be wrong.
I mean, I added it, but I didn't see that. It just seemed like friendship to me. I mean, that would be like putting an arrow from Shoko to Eri. I don't see that either. See, I thought our argument was going to be over Marcello and Cossette being a purple line.
Well, I mean, the reason for that is that the age gap is gigantic, right? And
I mean,
he has clearly a Lolita complex even by then.
That doesn't
right?
mean anything towards having a purple line, though. They were in love with one another, regardless of right and wrong.
Well, no, because she's a
he
young
loved
girl.
her until he realized she was going to age out of the thing, and then she actually was in love with him until he killed her, which is why it's a purple line with red arrows.
This is a young girl who probably doesn't understand her emotions. She probably had like a crush, right? Not so much like love. And he could have manipulated her into that as well, right? Like, I mean, that's the thing about children. They don't understand their emotions. So when she says, I was in love.
Here's the problem. Your argument would stand if this was reality. But unfortunately, we're dealing with like 1,000-year-old ghost of a person who says she was in love. So you're saying that ghosts can't mature. Years.
They look like from the 7th, 18th century, 19th century. Yeah.
But my point is that you're saying ghosts can't mature emotionally.
True. I mean, that's the whole point. They're ghosts. They're dead.
Right, but they're still around. Right? They've got nothing but time to think and act.
Well, the way she's portrayed, it's the thing. In those scenes when she's torturing him. I know the scenes that you look away like, I'm not going to see this. No.
I'm not looking away because she's torturing him. I'm looking away because how she's dressed.
I know. That's the point I'm talking about, not the torture.
Well, you only mentioned the torture. The words that you put together, it seems to me, not to me, it seems like you were implying I'm looking away because she's torturing people. It's like, no. I'm looking away because she's wearing a cape and nothing else.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I guess that's it then. Beyond, unless you want to examine the motivations of Cossette and Marcello a little bit more.
We might get something more about that in this episode, hopefully.
Or completely different.
Aside from revenge. Yeah. Aside from revenge, or cleansing herself from the sin, I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, I mean, she's not cleansing herself.
Through him, I guess.
Well, she's cleansing him, and her version of cleansing is killing. But he's like, yeah, I'm down for it. So, because he's like, I love you in a different way than that guy loved you. He loved you for your appearance, and then killed you when he realized your appearance would change. And mine is different, even though I've really just met you. And this is crazy. But here's my number. Call me maybe.
Yeah.
Well, every other episode is a musical reference. Every other episode of this show that we do, not Cossette. That'd be insane if every other episode of Cossette was a musical reference, because that would be 2 musical references. Every other episode is only 3. Unless you started with 2, and then there will only be 1.
Yeah.
If it was every other, and you start with the first episode, there would be 2 references because there's 3 episodes. If it started with 2, episode 2, and it was every other, there's no 4th episode, so there would only be 1 musical reference.
1 musical reference, yeah. You lost me there for a second.
That's fine. I already just got done editing the video where also we talked about how bad at math you were. So.
Oh, thank you.
Well, it's also funny.
It is true.
To be fair, I'm also like self-satisfied in that reaction. And you have to realize I'm self-satisfied about being able to do addition. So, the simplest of math. People out there who are like solving for logarithmic variables are like, what the fuck?
Fuck them then.
Well, anyway, I guess that's it. So let's go ahead and hop on in and see what episode 3 is about.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's 0 pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Oh, talk about ready. Can you really be ready for a show like this?
That's not. You understand what I
I'm
say?
talking about.
Are
Yes,
you ready?
I know what you
That's
said.
part of the thing I cut out. So you're responding to a thing that's cut out from the reaction.
Oh, she's all tied up.
Also, the
That's how
glass
she
is in the
died?
background. The glass she gets. No, she got stabbed to death. What are you talking about?
あの人が目覚める。そこに私はいない。いてはいけない。顔も見ず、別れも告げず、愛だけが心に湧いて、私は遠く去る。鬼火のような後悔を胸に。
Maybe she forgave him and is like leaving to go to the butterfly pavilion. Also,
But can he
why
let
is
her
he-
go though?
Oh, okay, never mind. It's always Tokyo Tower.
What can you see?
My question there for a minute though was that he was standing up originally and he was casting a shadow on the sky beside him. So I was like, what the fuck? Glass. It was just glass. Ironically.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go. That's probably going to be the thumbnail. I mean, I guess she could kill him and put him in the cup with her.
That's a question that I think the deli girl asked last time.
By the way, that was the
friend?
Cloverfield monster falling to Earth. Oh. This is how you figure out to watch this before Cloverfield. By the way, I think that guy on the right is the guy who was standing outside of the restaurant in episode 1 and episode 2.
She's the one who happens to be in love, I guess. You were right. It's not the deli girl. It's a friend.
Oh, I'm glad I added it to the board. For all eternity, I'll never remember what the fuck I did that for. Meanwhile, in Hellraiser, meanwhile, in Evangelion,
yeah.
Well, I mean, is he actually bleeding to death at Tokyo Tower?
I think somebody would have called an ambulance if that were the case.
I mean, it looked like he was just doing it.
Yeah.
But also, you know, he's gonna wake up on the hill and I won't be there. Is the hill Tokyo Tower?
The thing is, though, I don't see if she wants to let him go, I don't see him letting go of her. That's the problem.
Or is it metaphorical? He's been stabbed in the heart. You know, he's not actually bleeding from the heart, but it's like visual. He's heartbroken. Oh, he's in his blue period.
Yeah, those chains.
It's weird how close to a harem show this is, but doesn't get there. Like, they have no expressed interest in him, but their lives are basically all centered around him.
Right?
Well, shit. Shattered herself, I guess. You think he's gonna kill her by the end? He's gonna kill her by the end for trying to leave him, proving that he is like no different from Marcello. Because Marcello essentially tried to kill her because she was going to leave him by time. Right? Time would change her into a different person. Oh yeah, you might be right too. He's gonna kill himself, try to put himself into a glass. In her world.
He keeps exposing his neck, right?
Well, I'm just looking at the fact that she's like, oh my god, Eri, what have you done? Kind of implying that she's walked in after. No, never mind. They're walking in during. Remember, one of these women is a doctor.
Yeah.
Probably not the one walking forwards either. Cool, to have done that, he would have had to run past all 4 women.
Yeah, he can't let go. He's obsessed.
Well, you said her room, as though she lived in this town, too? Unless he's running to Tokyo Tower. Yeah, you've only scarred me across the entire chest already.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
And that's when she became an evil demon. Eviler demon. I guess it's different now because other people are seeing it.
Yeah.
Please let her inhabit the doll. We already had a conversation about Chucky just the other day. Who is he talking to? He's referring to Cossette and he's referring to Marcello. So who is he talking to? The doll? Did I miss a third party? At the very least, I know you're just as confused as I am because you're not responding to answer. Well, I like the skull-faced moon motif. I think this is just a 3-part episode about mental illness.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, from the outside, what does this look like to the 4 women in his life? a breakdown.
Yeah.
Except for that one time, obviously, where he got struck by lightning in the middle of the street and they watched it happen.
Well, I think we're back to Bizarro Land. Well, we never really left. It's just that it wasn't making more sense.
I don't think we can be in the real world anymore.
Yeah.
Didn't he just die? In the real world, I mean.
Maybe.
I have no idea what happens.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've entered music video land.
Mm.
To be fair, the show is completely unexpected most of the time. And what would be the most unexpected thing right now? A music video.
With early 2000s, 1990s or early 2000s CGI. Which, in many ways, fits because of the weird vibe, right?
Well, I mean, it's not unexpected. Remember, we had a whole conversation about it in episode 1.
Yeah.
About how it gives it the otherworldly aspect. I mean, again, if I think he's dead, then the most unexpected thing to do right now would be a 24-minute music video.
Yeah.
Because we got like 23, 22 minutes now left. So essentially we're starting on the music video. We're still in the first half of the episode. Well, I'll tell you, this is not the haunting that I would want. I mean, it's not the worst haunting I've ever seen in media, but I'd also have no fucking idea what was going on. So you're blaming me for the soul that I have killing you a long time ago.
Yeah. But I think it's supposed to be the curse. He's blaming the curse item itself. Like, it captured her soul or something. It's like, no, you want to cleanse her. Okay, fine, here's the soul that you want, right?
Well, no, she's blaming him for having the soul of the killer that killed her.
No, but he wasn't talking to Cossette. He's like, bring me to Cossette. So he wasn't talking to Cossette. He was talking to the doll? Or
you've got to explain that you're answering a question from 6 minutes ago, because I'm not going to have any context for that. You're as confusing as the show is.
Now she's naked in the forest.
Now she's dressed right there. She's on the tree. You had a restaurant full of friends, and then every business around you was so concerned about you that they're your friends too. I don't like Eri.
Yeah, he's a sad incel, basically. That's what he is.
I'm not going that far. You jump to that pretty quickly a lot of times. My problem is that he is a rich, well-to-do guy who is dissatisfied with the happiness around him, and he finds extraordinary means. That's great for, like, inventor types or extravagant people.
Oh, okay.
A small one, though. A small portrait. Also really proving how you're different from Marcello by suddenly turning into a painter. Marcello, who painted you until he murdered you.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the dead can't live together with anybody. They're dead. It's kind of like how Memories ended. 1995 Memories. Well, I saw him get struck by lightning, is what one of you should be saying right now. Unless you went home and killed yourself.
So my guess is now the chains represent her being bound to him as well.
I don't know. I think the chain's been there the entire time, so... Items that have transitional meaning are difficult to interpret. Ironically, given a character in the show, is also why I'm no good at doing tarot readings.
Oh.
She's dead.
That's gotta hurt. Well, she's a ghost, yeah.
Well, no, remember, this is the only area that apparently dead people and living people can live together. Which I guess also means we need to change our verbiage. Because again, you don't live together. How do you know that? Why is it dangerous? Are you in a heart? That wall was very muscle flesh-like. Oh, they brought the glass into the room. Very much like the ending of the movie TV Dead. The dead comes through the TV set. At the end of the movie, she's in the hospital. They wheel the TV into the room with her, turn it on, and walk away.
Are they using her live energy to keep this place open?
And it turns into a monster and we're in a shonen all of a sudden. Falling apart because he's dying. Although again, I don't know if it was supposed to interpret the fact when he got hit by lightning that he just burnt to a crisp, and that was the blue thing falling away.
Could be his ghost. That's one way of representing ghost in anime.
Right, but it wasn't floating away. It was like hit the ground and it kind of bounced and stopped. Like an ember, like a blue ember.
Yeah.
There's your map, by the way, for your new dungeon encounter. That's what you should do. You should make this whole thing. Your players be like, what the fuck is going on? I told you. Interpret it. Yeah, doctor, go away. No, wait, you're the priestess, aren't you? I don't fucking remember who anybody is anymore. I can only imagine starting a campaign and having like, can I have a special item to start with? Yeah, I want a glass that has the murdered soul of a 13-year-old girl in it. Like, what the fuck is your story, my dude?
Maybe we should talk about exactly what the hell's wrong with you.
And every so often, you like give me some really confusing scene shit that I have no idea what the hell's going on. It'd be real great. Thank you.
Oh yeah, draw her bleeding from the mouth.
I was gonna make a joke about it, but I think that's just like penmanship, not penmanship, strokes, like the line strokes. So he's brain dead. I think that's what that reading is.
She is. That's not him in the bed.
What did I say?
You said he was brain dead.
I don't remember using any gendered terms. So. God, I wish you'd murder me. I think I can't tell if this is like her fetish. She's a ghost that gets off on having people believe that they're the person who murdered her, and then has them murder them. I guess that can't be the case, because she's invented this entire world where there's no knife.
Isn't that what Marcello also believed?
You're the doll. Ah. There's no such... What? There's no such thing as ghosts? I mean, implying what? That she's actually Marcello? The Marcello was so in love that he embodied his portrait of Cossette with his own energy?
Maybe.
But then who's the fucking doll? Yeah. I think we had this whole conversation in episode 2. How many things have her in it?
Yeah, she's not. Well, she's not even the ghost of Cossette.
Well, I mean, she's definitely a creation.
Yeah.
I guess, like, the imprint of her consciousness, but not her.
No, his vision of her. That's what is in.
Yeah, no, but it's based on what he told her. It could be the imprint of her consciousness based on what he told her before he killed her.
This is the whole, it's not a pipe situation. The image of someone is not the same thing as the person itself, right? The image is what Marcello believes.
They're legitimately showing us shadows on the wall. So, I mean, I think you can take your inspiration from what you will. The image of a man and the man are two different things. Allegory. Sorry, that was the word I was looking for. I couldn't get there. Take your allegory where you will. Well, real shame that you got yourself trapped here. But you still got 10 minutes to escape.
Yeah.
10 minutes minus, credit Sorry, is Michael Myers about to show up?
Yeah, something like that.
I was like, I know this theme music from somewhere. You know, she's real haughty for a girl, a creation rather, trapped in the most destructible medium possible. Well, no, wait, that's already been destroyed. How was it in the room with them? Remember, he was looking at the broken glass already when she was trying to leave. Like, why did she try to leave now? She's also trying to trap him. So I guess it was winter when she got stabbed to death now.
So he's freeing himself from Marcello's soul, I guess, and his obsession.
Well, the obsession. I'll go with you on the obsession thing. I don't know about the soul bit. Because, I mean, essentially, he just said, I'm going to, not going to accept everything that Marcello believed. So I guess he was
out of this?
chasing after a false image, which was the other room represented, and this is the room representing everything Marcello saw.
Yeah.
Now just trying to think about how any of this makes any sense to the brain scan scene from earlier.
Yeah.
I could still 100% be on the board of brain tumor leading to death, and this is all just in his head.
Could be.
If not for the fact that we got those the other ladies doing stuff.
Yeah.
Unless they don't exist. The whole world of the show is just in his head.
So literally he's pouring out this thing that he has into the painting so that he can exercise it.
Yeah, I guess technically she's calling out for her creator. This would be a really difficult point-and-click adventure game.
Yeah.
Combine paintbrush with own
Chest
blood
wound. Chest wound blood, yeah.
Oh yeah. Stab paintbrush into chest. Click portrait. But I will say, I think this movie has a lot, this OVA has a lot in common with the movie Cell. The Jennifer Lawrence movie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turned into butterflies. But not the blue ones and the red ones that you saw at the beginning of the episode.
White for death, I guess.
Or moths. I guess it could be moths.
Attracted to the flame, yeah.
Also, they eat fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And was it ever there at all? Also, the brainwaves are coming back.
So she was using her energy to create all this, right? Siphon her off, I guess.
When the glass lost all its color. At the same time, it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be that glass, because that glass got broken already back at the shop.
That's a big hospital room just for herself.
Yeah, that's common in anime.
Yeah. Did he travel to France to see the tomb?
I only thought about checking the date before the thing was already above the line.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, man, I'm thinking, was Eri ever really real? Like, did everybody...
Maybe.
Oh, no, people did talk to Eri. I was thinking how many people actually contacted Eri. It was like, Eri just in Shoko's head the whole time. It's like, no, never mind. We're not going that crazy.
Okay. Not such a happy ending with that.
Well, I mean,
sound.
Technically, the first one was a creation of Marcello, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this one, now there's a new one, which is a creation of Eri.
So did he escape?
No, he's dead.
The nightmare. Oh, he's dead?
He died in the lightning strike.
Oh, yeah.
That's my interpretation. Like, obviously, I think any interpretation is an interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
I only have mine because I think, again, it was weird. The lightning struck, she's watching, and then there's like an ember that falls away, and it's not like... I mean, that's not typically what happens to bodies struck by lightning either, but...
No.
I think that's what we're going with, that he only exists in Shuko's mind now, and then he vanishes from that once he kills Cossette.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, it's a very Dorian Gray thing going on, that she exists with the images of her, and then he essentially destroys those by some sort of, I forget the word I'm looking for here.
Blood sacrifice?
No, it's a syncope? Some sort of syncope between his own drawing and her. Sorry, it's a thing. Yeah. I always think of Ironclaw when I think of syncope, and that's a certain magic type in that one, where if you have the same thing, like the way voodoo works, right? If you have something of theirs, and you can then form a connection across distances. In this case, the image of her drawn by Marcello had a syncope towards Eri's vision of her. Yeah. So in his drawing of the vision of her that he sees, he destroys Marcello's vision of her. I guess because of the fact that they share souls or something. That his is the current one.
Sure. Yeah, or I think it's less that he is the reborn Marcello, is that he's also an artist. Like, both of them are artists, and they share this obsession with beauty, and that's a connection, right? And so when he realizes, no, my art can't be about obsession and domination. It has to be about purity and beauty, right? About, that's when he tears it all apart, right? The art has to be more than just a personal obsession, right? It has to be just more than, enclosed in himself. It has to be for everyone, right? It has to be a wider expression. And I think when he realizes that, and she says, "Oh yeah, your painting is it's warmer than Marcello's," because that's what she says, right? She doesn't say better; it says warmer.
I don't agree on the aspect of being open for everyone, because essentially he's drawing in a space where no one can exist in. So, but then again, Marcello's portraits all existed there too. So who the fuck knows? Oh, great! This is a 2 weeks to show this to somebody else. Henry clearly watched the video and then was like, "Oh shit, I gotta get somebody else to watch this now. We gotta go to someone else's Patreon and get them to watch it, or Cossette's gonna crawl out of our monitor in 2 weeks and kill us. I don't remember the rules to that VHS tape movie. Well, to be fair, Cossette's gonna have a hell of a time because I'm not gonna understand the rules at all.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep getting tortured, and then I'm gonna fucking die, and I'm not gonna know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing right now. Also, not for nothing, not an artist.
No, you want me to paint anything?
So you wanted me to draw you in the style of, what was it? Hangman? Cool. 2 legs, a body, arms, and a circle.
Figure, yeah. Cosette's the stick figure, yeah.
I hope people can figure this out. What's that? You want it to be warm? Yellow's a warm color.
It was an experience. I'm going to give it that much.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's a thing that happened.
I'll stick to what I said at the beginning. I don't think notes would have helped.
Nope. No. It's someone's fever dream that he got at other people. This is the thing about sort of this artist stuff is like somebody came up with the concept, the director, the writer, whoever, then got other people who were like, yes, we're going to do this. It's like, what is this? Doesn't matter. Let's do it. And they all come together, CGI artists, hand-drawn animation, storyboarders, script writers, voice actors, and they all share in this fever dream that is this thing, right? I call it a thing not because it's bad, it's because it's hard to define, right? Horror, anime going on, right? And it gets published,
horror?
And people watch it. Well, had a lot of strong horror elements, murder, bloodletting, torture, Yeah,
but I mean, visuals. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to jump into the whole thing about what defines horror, but I guess it's necessary. I guess I just abandoned my whole conceit. Never mind.
Yeah, so I think this says more about the people who made it than the work itself. Like, how can you convince all these people to do this? And somehow it came out and it was a thing,
There is a manga.
Oh.
No, I think the anime came first. Because the anime comes out in May 26, 2004, and the manga comes out August 11, 2004. So somebody watched this and was like, I think I figured this out, and made a manga. No, because at this point, I was like looking at it like, we're at the end. There's no more to this. Let's see if I can figure out what it's about. And I looked at the plot, and the plot doesn't help. As the series progresses, Eri is tortured mentally and physically by Cossette, who demands that he proves his professed love for her. It is revealed that Eri is the reincarnation of Marcello, and that Cossette is becoming as infatuated with him as he is with her. Also depicted are the efforts of the women in Eri's life, relatives, friends, mentors, and the girl who secretly loves him, to free him from what is becoming apparent to them as a self-destructive path. So Cossette actually was Marcello falling in love with Eri, even though Cossette herself said that Eri was the soul of Marcello. I would say that the point here is that Wiki is edited by people.
Yes.
That is someone's interpretation of the show, for certain.
It's a thing. The thing that happened. The thing that was made.
Anime News Network's The Ron Martin described it as an artsy, stylish, supernatural horror story, there you go, about love and obsession. Its dramatic visuals, exceptional artistry, and sumptuous musical scoring make watching it quite an experience. That's probably how I describe it. Quite an experience.
Yeah.
And the story isn't half bad either. However, he noted the storyline of the first 2 episodes was fairly predictable, and the secondary characters were underdeveloped and underused. I mean, I'll give you that one, but fairly predictable. Yeah. I couldn't predict anything that was going on in episode 1. Anyway, reviewers at Mania Entertainment praised it as a love story that's almost devoid of happiness, with a style and presentation that make it engrossing, and yet not exactly easy to watch. And an easy recommendation for those looking for something more mature from their anime. Disagree on that one too.
Yeah.
You're looking for something more mature, go watch Wicked City or something. Like, this is like, hey, are
Wicked
you
City
on
088,
drugs?
right?
Yeah. Are you on drugs? Watch Cossette. No, stop watching that cassette. Go watch Cossette. Fairly predictable. That is fucking insane.
Yeah, well, but it depends on which drugs are you going to use, because this could lead somebody to commit self-harm if they use the wrong substance.
Well, I'm thinking like shrooms. You wouldn't want to take acid because this would lead to a bad trip. And sometimes, as I understand it, because again, I don't take drugs, but I listen to a bunch of people who say things about it, that a bad trip can just come back on you over and over again. You can relive a bad trip.
Yeah, it really fuses your synapses, so to speak, and also people can. This is where the theory of people jumping from balconies and stuff like that can happen as well. It's not
old PSA videos about drugs.
Yeah, not as, shall we say, prevalent as people think. Otherwise, it'd be thousands of people dying every year of jumping from balconies. But it can happen. It's not a complete. I knew a guy actually who was, he was high on multiple things, and he just like, oh, I'm gonna take a piss, right? And he decided to stand up on a balcony and piss out, right? And then he lost his balance. He survived from a second story, because he was so high that he didn't tense up, right? When he fell, he said ragdoll. No, he broke bones and took months to recover, but didn't die, didn't snap his neck. That would have also killed him. Otherwise, yeah. So people doing stupid shit like that, yeah, it happens.
I guess this whole series essentially was a bad trip.
Yeah.
Because you think, what if the lip of that glass had acid? I think I said this like the first episode. From the glass, and it had acid on the tip, and it was just like a bad trip. And he's just re-experiencing a bad trip.
Or it could be that all this was done with lead as well, heavy lead, and he was.
I think we also brought that up in the first episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Explain the brain tumor. But that was a storyline. That's like, oh, we're doing brain scans on him and stuff like that. Well, we got to abandon that one.
And then we went with the priestess. We just like went all over the board. Maybe it was bad deli meat. Remember the girl who was a deli worker?
Yeah. This is very much we're going for the vibes kind of situation in more modern parlance. It's not what makes sense. It's what we can make feel. Can you feel horror? Can you feel shock? Can you feel bewilderment? Can you be engrossed by the visuals? I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah, but I don't feel like they went overboard on I don't feel like they just went anywhere. I felt like there was the narrative here that, like, when Evangelion goes overboard to give you some insane visuals, there's a meaning behind the visuals that they're trying to, you might not understand it, but it's very clear that these are thematic nature to everything being shown. The stuff in the weird world of the mindscape in Cossette seems to have themes about it. I don't understand why we're getting shown a field of black roses and that the redness spreads, and then we see different colored butterflies, but the theme is carried along through multiple parts of different episodes, so clearly it means something specific to the person who was writing it. And sometimes that's the thing, too. You and your friends have an in-joke, and then you write that in-joke into a story you're telling, not because you want other people to be entertained by an inside joke, because that's not what the point of an inside joke is, but that it so permeates your mind when you're thinking about stuff that it's inescapable, that it would permeate the things that you're writing.
I mean, ultimately, I think one of the things of is the impermanence of being, right? That we're fleeting beings are...
No. Literally the opposite. This was a soul carried forth from past their death to remain alive. And then at the end of the episode, when it looks like his own new portrait of the thing is carrying through, which maybe actually just thought to me, is not old Cossette, which is actually Marcello, apparently, to that one wiki editor. Maybe that's him taking the place of her in impermanence. You're saying impermanence is the thing, and I'm saying permanence might be the thing. Living beyond yourself. Because that's what
the art.
Also, what's the point of a portrait but to exist beyond, leave your mark, right?
Yeah, but the people don't. And that's why Marcello killed her, right? Because she was changing. She was never going to. So he tried to capture that moment, and when
the story was never about her, though. The story was always about Marcello, apparently.
Yeah.
Because not only was the art an imprint of Marcello reflecting him, but, also Ari himself was apparently a reincarnation of his soul, or, a rebirth of his soul, or whatever. So it was always Marcello interacting with Marcello and ignoring everybody else. You're not to everybody thing. We ignore those people. They go on with their lives, but these are the permanents. It's essentially a vampire story.
Yeah. Portrait of Dorian Gray. Got a situation, yeah. I don't know what else to say. We gotta keep going in circles trying to figure out this. We can go for hours start talking.
Yeah, there's no figuring it out. It's all interpretation.
Yeah.
I said this in episode 1. I think anything you say could be valid, and anything I say could be valid. If we ever disagree with each other, well, too bad, I guess. That's why I said, I don't think you're right. I'm not saying, I don't think I've ever said, you're wrong. I said, I don't think that fits. I don't think that's right. Interpretation.
Yeah.
Well, once again, thank you, Henry, for sponsoring this series. Can't wait to see what you bring to us next. Well, because Henry always seems to want us to watch stuff that doesn't get a lot of attention.
True.
So, this was a trip. So, I guess we'll see what trip we go on next time. So, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?